name is Carly Lucas, and I'm going to be talking to you about elephants and informing you about them. So several years ago, there were about 300 species of elephants, but today there's only two, which is the African species and the Asian species. So in the African, there are about 450,000 to 700,000 left, which is a lot. You would think a lot of elephants, but they're very endangered. And in the Asian, there's about 35,000 to 40,000 left. And in the African, there's the African bush elephant, and then there's the forest elephant, which you can guess it, the forest elephant lives in the forest. And in the Asian, there's the Sri Lankan elephant, which is usually the tiniest, and the Indian elephant, which is the most common and the biggest, which you will find them in a zoo or circus. And then the Sumatran elephant is an Asian elephant, but they're not very known. So elephants are very intelligent. They can tell emotions, they can tell how you feel. So if you're sad, they will be able to notice it, and if a fellow elephant is very sad, then they will notice and they will walk over and they will try to cheer them up. So they're very good with emotions. They're huge tourism magnets. So I'm sure when you go to a zoo, you see the elephants and you pay attention to them. They are also used to protect wilderness areas, which is a very big problem. So I don't know if you guys have heard about Save the Elephants, but they're a huge organization who work to save them. They're an important role of the biodiversity of the ecosystem, which is huge. Elephants are struggling to save lives, so they use their trunks a lot. So they use them to create holes in the ground when it's dry season, and they will use it to find water, and not only will that help themselves, but it will also help many other animals who are struggling for water. So they will share the hole and drink the water. They use their trunks a lot, so they lift about 770 pounds, which is probably about 4 or 5 people. So it's just crazy. And according to Real Science Clear, there are about 40,000 muscles in their trunk. And I don't know if you guys know how crazy that is, but in the human body, there's only 639. So elephants have a two-finger system that they have on their trunks that are used to grab stuff on the ground, and then all they do is they connect the two fingers and they twirl it up like a snake, and then that's how they pick stuff up and eat. And they have an amazing sense of smell in their trunk. It's about four times like how good of a bloodhound. And they have the largest brain, which they have 3 times as many neurons as humans. They're intelligent. They can, as I said, they can feel empathy. So if the trainer's happy, they're happy. If the trainer's sad, they're sad. They can feel the grief. If another elephant dies, they try to comfort themselves, and they just feel everything. They can recognize themselves with tools. So if you put a mirror in front of an elephant, they'll recognize themselves. And their level of awareness is crazy. They have the highest level that only a couple primates have. They can distinguish their trainer or anybody by their accent or voice or gender, age, ethnicity. It's crazy. And elephants, they form herds as the matriarch, which is deep family bonds, and usually the oldest and the biggest is who leads it, and that's called the matriarch. And there are about 8 to 100 elephants, and once a calf is born, they lead with that matriarch, and the entire herd takes care of them until they're old enough. And after 12 to 15 years, the males leave, and they leave because they want to live their own solitary lives, so they leave the entire matriarch. Elephants just need to be protected because over the last decade, 62% of them have been lost to poaching. Poachers seek ivory, meat, or body parts to sell. Poachers have killed 35,000 to 500 for tusks, and the clearance of land for agricultural purposes have also been a reason elephants haven't been living very long. And food sources are being very weakened by the more humans that are living on their agricultural land. And from 2010 to 2012, over 100,000 were killed for their ivory. And then as Save the Elephants have mentioned, they started like an organization to stop crime and the smuggling and just stopping the smuggling of tusks through the same networks. The tusk can weigh up to 250 pounds, and they cost about $1,500, which is not a lot, but it's a lot of money for them. they're just so significant. They need to be protected with better conditions, as in climate change and habitat loss. They're just key threats. Elephants just deserve more. They're beautiful, and over 80% were lost in herds last year. So I hope you found out more about elephants, and thank you.